I guess I am live. So I am showing up, as I have mentioned, talking and just having a communication and basically showing up. Um, I will be talking about Practice Makes a Master, A Quest to Mastery. It's a book I created. I am the author of Practice Makes a Master. You probably don't know who I am. My name is Arn Terry, and I am a humble author who is starting his journey and showing up. So I've told myself this year for 2026, I need to show up and basically just see and help to be of service. And it is already paying off for me because I have been selected to be a speaker at a conference to talk about a topic which is very, very exciting. But anyway, I am going to continue to talk about my book, Practice Makes a Master. Practice Makes a Master is a book. It's a book of doing. It's a book of care. It's a book of action and focus. What is Practice Makes a Master? It is 12 chapters, 12 quests. So at the end of each chapter, you have to do a quest, and it just helps you level up in the best way possible internally. Because if we want to change anything, if we want to be faster, better, stronger, we need to have that belief inside. So this is what the book will hopefully give you. It will give you the belief, but not only that, it will give you the structure and the focus. Let me take my jacket off. I'm quite warm. I'm inside, but don't know why I've got my coat on still. Right, that is better. Let me get rid of this. If I can throw it over there, I will throw it over there. Right, okay, so yeah. Showing up talking about Practice Makes a Master, and today I am talking about a cool chapter, which is perceptual diversity. What I'll do to basically give the explanation, let me go into the book itself, and that may probably help. So, introduction, the power of ideas. So this will give you a bit of a understanding on perceptual diversity. And this is what I've written. Why do the best ideas often come to us when we're in the shower, driving, exercising, or walking in the forest? Rather than being in the middle of a tense office meeting, in a tense office meeting, or in the boardroom brainstorming session. The answer lies in the way our brain is wired. When we are relaxed, our minds are free to wander and connect. Connect desperate thoughts and generate creative solutions. This chapter explores the concept of perceptual diversity, which is the chapter of my book. The neural underpinnings of idea generation and how you can harness these insights to triumph in your own personal and professional life. So the reason why I talk about perceptual diversity is I come from a boardroom perspective. So back in the day of when I was in corporate, suit and tie, full suit and tie and all that good stuff, all the time your managing director or the senior leadership team, which I used to be part of as well, would always come in and say, "Hey, thanks for the light, guys, by the way," would always come in and say, "Oh, let's think of some ideas, let's brainstorm." And then it was crickets. Nobody would come up with ideas. And the reason for this, one of the main reasons for this is why I talk about perceptual diversity, because you've all been put in this pressured environment and you're all trying to think of ideas. But the reason why the ideas don't come to us is we're not in a relaxed state. We're in more of a heightened state. So I'm sure you've been here before, when you're driving, when you're in the gym, going for a run, you're doing something completely different to what that subject is. You think of a great idea, you think of something extraordinary, and then you think, oh, and then you forget the idea. So in this book and in this chapter, when I talk about perceptual diversity, there's a few things that I mention is A, when you're reading this chapter, it will unlock more of the awesomeness within you. So make sure you have that notepad and pen with you. Thanks for the like. Hi. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have been talking for a bit, so I'm just going to go back and just re-explain very quickly, 5 seconds. So I'm talking about my book, Practice Makes the Master, A Quest to Mastery, and I'm talking about chapter 3, Perceptual Diversity, which helps us become better in the way of gathering new ideas. So if you're someone who feels like you're stuck, or you want to come up with new ideas, you want to be more creative, and you may be in a corporate environment, office environment, or you may be in a blue collar environment in an engineer perspective or anything like that, the best way to come up with new ideas isn't to force them upon you, is just to have it slightly in your mind, but go for a walk, go for a run. If you're not an active sporty person, you don't have to do that. Get a shower, get a bath, and just let the ideas come to you. Some of the best ideas come to us when we're going for a drive. It's so weird, it's subconscious, so we don't have to think about the thing. We can just like drive to friends, family house, and an idea will come to us. So this is what I go over in my book, and it's really, really crucial. So I'm going to just briefly talk about the science behind relaxed creativity. So when we engage in a routine activities that don't require intense focus, such as showering, walking, our brain enters a state known as default mode network, DMN. This network becomes active when we are at rest and not focused on the outside world, allowing our mind to wander, daydream in this state. Different areas of the brain communicate more freely, leading to formation of novel connections and ideas. So that's basically why when we're thinking about creating something new, we can't just keep stressing and being in a boardroom or in an office or in that work environment and come up with the ideas. Think about an idea that you want to do, or even if you don't even know what the idea is, just say to yourself, I want to create something new, and just go and have fun. Do a sport, go for a run, go and see your family members, go and watch a comedy show, something that will put you in a relaxed state. And trust me, when you're in a relaxed state, that's how ideas come to you. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but I'll give you a bit of a cheat sheet here that I've written. So I've put here, cheat sheet harnessing perceptual diversity for creativity. Create a relaxing routine. Change your environment. Embrace downtime. And what I mean by that is allow yourself regular breaks throughout the day, because a lot of times in the office environment now, we're just being told just to keep working and working and working. No, take yourself away from it. It doesn't even have to be a long time. It can be 2-3 minutes. Just get up, stretch your legs, and sit back down. So that's embracing downtime. Engage in physical activity and practice mindfulness. I believe mindfulness is one of the strongest ones. I myself personally, many years ago, did not think that I would be someone that would be closing my eyes and doing breath work and letting the ideas come to me, but it works. So I don't discriminate on good ideas that come through to me. So then I'm talk about your quest on here. So if you're not familiar with this book, Practice Makes the Master, A Quest to Mastery, it kind of gives it away in the title. Small, deliberate practices every single day. And the quest to mastery just means doing the same thing over and over and over. You master it yourself. And then at the end of each chapter, there is a quest for you to do. And that quest will help you level up in many ways more than one. Going a bit deep, I don't actually, and I didn't talk about this in the book, because it does go a bit more diving in to the spiritual, but on the same subject of perceptual diversity. If you are one and you think about, how shall I put it, the formless intelligence, life, Gaia, spirit, whatever you want to call it, if you think about it, prana, we're all breathing in formless intelligence. So when it comes to potentially coming up with ideas, my thought is when you go outside, you're actually breathing in that formless intelligence, which is why, again, keeping it very light, quantum entanglement, when some people get the same ideas at the same time. I believe that's just that similar thing. I don't talk about this in my book because it goes a bit too deep into that. I talk about practical things and how you can help yourself level up. So going back to perceptual diversity and the formless substances when you're actually breathing in life, I do think the reason why sometimes the ideas come to us when we're out and about, we're walking through the forest, is literally what we're bringing in and we're breathing in life. So anyway, that's my thought on that, and I'll obviously have to do a bit more research. But talking about the book, if you do want to check the book out, you can go to practicemakesthemaster.com and you can check the book out there. So yeah, that's about it. I am making sure that I am keeping my lives between 10 15 minutes. I don't want to go too much more than that because it's obviously something that is new to me. If you obviously follow me for the first time, I don't do lives. I'm very new to social media. I'm very new to speaking, but I have been told that I have to be more vocal this year, 2026. So that's why I'm talking about my book a lot more rather than hiding behind posts. And I'm just looking for people's feedback about my book because on my website, practicemakesthemaster.com, you can get the chapter 1 for free. And then I'm just looking for people just to let me know what they like, what they don't like about it. And because if I'm not getting feedback about my book, then I can't help, because I'm looking to make sure I am giving service and providing a service and helping people level up in the best way they can and unlock the awesomeness within them. But if I'm not getting constructive feedback from people saying, well, chapter 1 should have mentioned X or should have mentioned Y, I can always come back and I can do some mini lives or posts on what you thought about chapter 1 in the book, and then I can basically make that better. Or if you did want to get the book, you can obviously come back and let me know what you think about it as well. The book is not just on physical, it's also available on Audible as well, and it's available on Kindle. So if you don't like the physical book, you can obviously get it through Audible and listen to it that way. If you want to check it out, obviously you can go to Amazon, which is the easiest thing, and type in Practice Makes the Master, and my book will pop up. So I am at close to my limit now of maximum 15 minutes of talking. I appreciate every single person who has shown up and giving me a thumbs up, some like, and even if you've popped in for 2 seconds and thought, what is this guy talking about, and disappeared, I still appreciate you, because every comment helps, every view helps. The more I get from you, the more I can invest in myself to give more back, because that is my focus for showing up. The reason why I wrote the book was a playbook for myself to actually help myself in challenging situations, and then obviously that formed into a physical book that's now been printed and now being sold around the world, which is quite crazy to think about. But hey, if you don't believe, then you can't achieve. So I'm going to disappear. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you very much for the comments, guys. This will obviously be auto posted on YouTube. So if this does stumble across you, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share it to someone. I am on this journey to help. And on this journey to make us successful. As I mentioned, Practice Makes the Master, my book that I've created, is a book of action, a book of care, a book of focus, and it will hopefully help you in the right directions by giving you some stepping stones to achieve Olympian heights. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Take care.